Hey everyone, it's Fentony. As expected, we've got brand new photos from episode 4. As always, we'll go through them all and break it down. Some of them are very similar to the episode 4 trailer that was released after episode 3. I've done a breakdown on that, so go there and check that video out. But let's get through to the photos. First up is Daenerys and Drogon looking at something, or maybe someone, maybe Jon and Rhaegal. It looks like she's got a smile on her face, so it's someone friendly. Drogon looks okay in this photo. He did take a lot of battle damage in episode 3, especially when all the whites jumped on him. Maybe there's a time skip, but I'm not sure. And I'm not actually sure if Dany's pregnant yet. There were so many theories that Dany and Jon were going to have a child at some point. A lot of people thought Dany would get pregnant after the boat scene in season 7, or sometime in Winterfell, but as of right now, there's nothing on that. Next up is the funeral scenes. You've got Tormund, Arya, Sansa, Jon, Daenerys and Sam ready to light the pyres. This is likely the very first scene. All the survivors are behind them, and if you look behind Sam you can see Ghost, Jon's direwolf, so he definitely survives. It was very unclear if he actually survived the battle because he charged into the Dothraki at the start and didn't come back, but he's definitely in the trailer and he's definitely in this photo, so he must be in the episode. I'm still waiting for some Jon and Ghost scenes and some Daenerys and Ghost scenes. Ghost and Arya's direwolf Nymeria are the only ones left. I kind of feel like Nymeria got her send off last season. Ghost has been in 2 scenes so far. The first scene he was just in the background, and in the battle he just charged in and disappeared, and of course he's going to be in this episode, but I think the direwolves have been wasted. The next photo is another shot from the trailer. It's Daenerys' fleet sailing somewhere, probably to prepare an attack on King's Landing. Daenerys wants the Iron Throne. I think she'll actually sail to Dragonstone, and that'll be her base of operations, and from there she'll sail into Blackwater Bay and attack King's Landing. But she's got to be careful as well. Euron Greyjoy's fleet is superior than hers, but because she's got the 2 dragons flying above her, she should be okay. But I think it'd be pretty silly if Euron's fleet doesn't do anything. You know, it's sitting in Blackwater Bay doing nothing. Yara's escaped and she's went back to the Iron Islands. I don't know if she'll come back, but honestly, Euron's got all these ships, he has to use them. Another shot from the funeral, you've got Grey Worm, Varys, Missandei, Daenerys and Tyrion. This is likely when Jorah's body's going to be burnt, and it's going to be incredibly emotional for Daenerys. One of the best scenes in the battle, in my opinion, was when Jorah defended Dany. They fought side by side and he died for her. It was heartbreaking for her. It's going to be emotional to burn him, but she has to move on, and I think she will. But Jorah was always the one to keep Dany in check. Who's going to do that now? In episode 2, Jorah did ask Daenerys for some sort of request. We don't know what it is, but after that she went to see Sansa, so maybe Jorah asked her to make peace with Sansa, or maybe something else, and it's going to get revealed in this episode. More shots from the funeral. There's the Hound, Davos, Sansa, Arya who has a nasty black eye, and Bran's there as well. This is likely all in the same scene, and it's probably the very first scene in the episode. We're going to burn the bodies, and then Daenerys is going to plan her assault on King's Landing. Even more shots of the funeral. You've got Jon with his torch. Now the Great War is over, what's next for Jon? He put all his energy into defeating the Night King, but he's still got a lot to deal with now. Daenerys is preparing her final war against Cersei for the Iron Throne, but Jon's parentage is still not been resolved, and it's likely still going to cause issues with Daenerys. But because we know Jon Snow so well, he'll just tell her, I don't want the Iron Throne, it's yours. I'll help you get it, and we'll be together. So we're moving on from the funerals now. We've got the War Council. There's Missandei, Dany and Varys in the library. It looks like a map of Westeros around King's Landing. I think Daenerys' plan is to sail down to Dragonstone and from there attack King's Landing. It's likely Jon and the Starks are across the table. The North has suffered so much in the Great War, they're probably not very keen to sail to Dragonstone and fight Cersei, but she has to be removed. Then the final shot is Cersei, Euron in the mountain, standing at a balcony, watching down. It's likely she's watching the Golden Company arrive into King's Landing. It's obvious that Euron's going to betray Cersei at some point, and she'll betray him, probably before he can do it, but they need each other for now. You can't really tell, but Cersei's baby bump should be growing by now. I think it's likely she's going to miscarry, and then we're going to get the full-on Mad Queen Cersei. She's going to prepare to blow up all her enemies, and she'll take a massive part of King's Landing with her. She doesn't care who she hurts. All she wants is to stay on the Iron Throne, and without that baby, there's nothing holding her back. So these photos don't really give much away, but that's been the trend so far. Episode 4 is going to be 7 to 8 minutes long, and then the final 2 are 8 minutes long. The Night King's been defeated, but Cersei Lannister still remains. There's still a lot of time left, so it's likely there's going to be a lot of big surprises. Dany wants the Iron Throne, Jon's parentage still needs to be resolved. Apart from Jon, Dany, Sam and Bran, does anyone else actually know? It's likely they're all going to find out soon and they're going to have to deal with that. How are Sansa and Arya going to react to that? How is the North going to react to that? And also, how is it going to affect Daenerys' war for the Iron Throne? Honestly, there's still so much to be resolved. We're so close to the end now. So as always, remember to leave your thoughts in the comments below as well as any video requests. Make sure you check out my episode 4 trailer breakdown and my video on who killed Cersei Lannister. And I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like on this video, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and then ring the little bell to turn the notifications on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.